really excited that today's session is on projecting, something that I absolutely love. We're going to share some tips and tricks with you to help you push your limits and get to the next grade.
Okay, so clients come to us all the time, and it's really interesting when we see that their flash grade is very similar to their project grade. And that could be on sport climbing or bouldering. Immediately that tells us that they don't project. Maybe they're scared of it and they prefer just going around climbing a lot of climbs. Great fun, but you're not going to push that max grade. Today, Alex and I are going to share these tips and tricks to help you project, to make it more approachable. That could be adding holds, it could be learning to take more progressive falls and overcome the fear. Many other tips and tricks that are going to help you push that grade.
I've already fallen on this warm-up a couple times. A good lesson real quick in projecting, you have to check your ego because you do fall a lot. And I mean, this orange I think is supposed to be max like V4, 5 or something. And usually I'm doing the hardest colors in the gym. And this is already taking me 3 or 4 tries because it's not my style. So you have to let your ego go and not care. Oh, I think I can reach it. It's just so far. Let me see. So I'm gonna try to get in a position to see if I can actually span it. Let me see this again. Well, maybe if I actually let my right toe hook come out, then I have the reach to get the right hand. So I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna brush it, I'm gonna try it again. So something I just did a second ago was I got into the position, the end position that the position I want to end up in to feel what it will feel like so that I know when I go for it, this is how I need to end up. So now after I've rested, I brushed it, and I felt the positions, now I'm gonna try it from the beginning again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I got my shoulder. This one's hard.
Like Alex, I've fallen 3 times. And whether they intended this or not, I'm coming up with my own beta for my own height, or beta. So I think I've figured out if I stab a foot, it's much nicer for me. So here we go. Yes, yes. So you may have noticed I'm wearing my wife on my t-shirt. She won't wear it, I don't know why. But anyway, we're excited. We've had this designed and we're excited to release just 200 of them. So the first batch are gonna go to our clients, but there are still gonna be 200 limited edition t-shirts of Alex doing Tequila Sunrise in Waco tanks. If you want to grab yours, it's gonna be first come, first serve. Email clothing@ropecoaching.com. I'll put it on the screen now. clothing@ropecoaching.com. Only 200, get yours now.
So another thing in projecting, you don't always get suckered into one way only. There's not only one way to do a climb. It can also be depending on your height, your strengths, your weaknesses, everything. So for me, I realized that I think there's this toe hook here, which they want you to potentially toe hook catch, but it wasn't working for me. So looking at it, deciding, is there another way? I think there is, and so I'm gonna try a different way now. It's definitely a bit easier for me.
Okay, we're gonna have a quick break because Alex and I have just done our warm-up, and now we're going to start our project session. So the cool thing, and one of the reasons why we chose to work with COROS, is that their CEO, Lewis, is an avid climber, and he wants to develop this to help us as climbers, to help you. So now, if you go into the app, I just want to show you how easy it is to add a specific bouldering session. Go to the calendar, and you'll see that we've done our warm-up. All I'm going to do is tap that, and I've got workout library, bouldering, and I've set it for a warm-up, maybe an hour and a half of projecting, and then a cool down. I press confirm. I'll just go back to the main page, and I just let this sync the data, so it's going around now. Now, if I go to my watch and I start and go straight to this actual bouldering section, which is the new feature, and I click bouldering, start today's session, and I'm ready to go. Easy as that, and this way you can track your whole session. You can log individual climbs if you want, or you can just keep it open. Super useful.
So I'm about to get on this purple climb, which is typically one of the harder climbs for me in this gym. But before I get on it for the first time, I want to make sure all my holds are brushed. So when you're projecting, it's already going to be something that you know it's going to be hard for you, even if you haven't been on it before. And you're going to have your first like flash go. You still want to brush everything to make sure it's always clean, and then also brush them in between your tries so that the holds are less greasy and there's more friction and better possibilities of doing the moves. Okay, that's doable, that's doable. I have to get a little more oomph. So another thing with projecting, when you fall, assess what happened, what went wrong. Did I not try hard enough? Did I not have the right beta? Body not in the right position? And so take a break, but also assess what you could do differently. And then get back on from where you fell. You don't always have to go from the beginning and try that move that you just fell on. All right, so again, since I'm projecting, I'm not trying it from the beginning. I'm gonna try it from where I fell. I assessed, and I felt the volume before I fell, and you need to go a little deeper, so give it a little more push. And then also, I think I need to do like a 1-2 and grab the other side of the volume at the same time, and my feet are gonna cut. Okay, that move is a little more awkward than I thought it was going to be. So again, I'm going to assess what I did wrong. All right, so projecting this purple still, and I have fallen, I think 2 or 3 different spots. And now I am going to get back on to where I fell last. I brushed it, made sure the volume was as clean as I could really make it using the stick brush that they have. And the next holds I've cleaned, so now I'm gonna try and see what happens and assess again. You can use any hold to climb up to where you last were. And so I'm gonna use all the jugs to get in place where I wanna start. Oh my God. Still not right. Still need to figure this move out. There's a lot of things I can do, but I'm still, it usually takes about a minute or 2 to process what you need to do. Like sit down, look at it, kind of like see it as like a puzzle. And don't just try the same beta every time. Sometimes it is the same beta, micro adjustments, but it could be you just need to try a little bit harder or turn your foot out, or it can be completely different. So I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna think about if I wanna do the same beta or something else. Another thing you can do while you're projecting is you can always take an extra hold, if it's a hand hold or a foot hold, to make the move a little bit easier. So you're mimicking the same movement, but you're also having like a little helper within that process so that you can kind of do the move. And then maybe you can take another hold, but which makes it a little bit harder until you get down to the original version of the climb. But here there's not that many amazing options, so I'm gonna grab this like big jug in the middle and then I'm gonna go again from there. So I'm still feeling the movement out, but I'm having a little helper for this maybe a little bit of a big helper in the middle of this, but I can still feel the move. It goes. Well, now I'll rest. I think I know what I need to do. Maybe move my left hand a little up, but I still need enough room to have my right hand there. And then give it a little more grr and hold tight when I get it. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this purple climb I've been projecting from the beginning now. If I felt like that move that took me a few tries was absolute limit, I probably would have just tried it by itself without using the helper hold anymore, because I just did it a second ago with the helper hold. But I feel somewhat confident that I can give a good go from the beginning. So I'm gonna try it from the beginning. Oh no, that was close. All right, I guess I am getting a little tired now, but remember, a project doesn't have to be done in a session. So I think I'll rest, try that move. Maybe give it, after if I do the move by itself without the helper hold, I'll give like a good 10-minute break and then try it one more time from the beginning and then come back if I don't succeed this time. That was closer. Another thing that you may notice on here, which I touched on a little bit ago, was on the orange climb is not giving up. So obviously I'm not giving up on this purple one, but doesn't mean that you can still like call it a day. Like you can't call it a day at some point. If you say, if I've done all the moves, I'm happy with how I did, I'm super tired and I could potentially injure myself if I kept going, or then yes, you can walk away and then it'll still be there and come back. But again, I'm not walking away just because of my ego or anything. I'm gonna keep on trying it until I've done the moves, or my body tells me enough is enough today. Oh. Okay, that was worse beta. So I tried something new, micro beta is like, instead of going to the purple hold off this volume here, I did it like this, just so this hand could be closer to the wall. Wanted to see if it felt better, did not feel better. So I think I had the right beta before. Finally did it. Oh my goodness. That move took some out of me. All right, I'm gonna try it from the beginning, see what happens. All the parts are done, just to do it now. Yay, did it. Projected and then succeeded. So yeah, it was cool. Actually, it was a little harder than I thought it was gonna be for me. And that's okay. Just remember to put your ego in check, because it can be the day, you can have a really good day last week and not feel as well the week after. That happens. So take it day by day and never give up. And remember, have fun doing it. Something that we haven't shown in this video, because it's a little hard when it's just Robin and I filming each other, is power spotting. I ask Robin to power spot me all the time. Inside, outside, jump moves, coordination moves, especially coordination moves, because they get in my head. I'm scared about the fall, so I do want to practice the fall, but then I'll have him power spot me through the moves, and it's one of the things that I utilize all the time. So don't be embarrassed or scared to ask like a good friend or your partner or someone to help power spot you. And sometimes I'll ask Robin, hey, can you give me like quite a bit, and now can you only give me like 5 pounds ish, and now I just need you there mentally, so can you just like put your fingertips there, or not even give me weight, but I just want to feel your fingertips on my back so I feel secure and I know that you're there, and I can build up to being able to do the move on my own. But I use this all the time. I probably annoy him how many times I ask him to power spot me, but I love a good power spot. One more thing that is really important: if you're scared of falling, which I freak out about weird falls all the time, is progressive falling, like spotting your fall, learning your fall, so it's not in your head. That's part of projecting. It's so maybe you're not going for a move fully and committing 100% because you're scared of how you're gonna fall. So I would go for the move like 50% and take that fall on purpose to feel it. And then like, oh, okay, that fall wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I'll go for it a little bit more. And then maybe I'll hold the hold for a second and then I fall. And so I get that fall out of my head, and I do that all the time.
As always, a massive thank you to you for watching. If you liked it, please click like and subscribe for more content. I think you can hit the bell icon so you get notified when we upload. And also a big thank you to Movement Gyms. This is their Rhino location, one of our favorites in Denver. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.